all the critters here are going to absolutely insane. Yeah. Hold on one second. What up, Patricia? I cannot find my flashlight anywhere. We just got a whole pack of them, too. It's my fault losing them. Sitting it down anywhere, everywhere. Got the buddy coming on here soon. Jordan. He's kind of pretty much become like the co-host. As it were, if there was a co-host, it'd be him. What up, Joe? What are you up to, dude? I'm was getting ready to wind down, but my buddy is wanting to go live. I wonder what all these dogs are going crazy for. Possum, raccoon. This is what I got done today. Everybody who's there at Hutch's Live this morning knows I was needing to get the septic vent done. I didn't get it done yet. But I got a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut a piece of this, likely this whole piece off. Going and put this T right there on it. That's going to be... What up?
What up?
Trying to find my flashlight so I can go to the greenhouse.
Greenhouse time. I'm outside.
You outside?
I'm at my car. I'm just charging my phone out here.
Nice. That's the next thing I need to work on is getting a car. I was showing them some of that septic line I got to
You
work
can
on.
find a $1,000, $1,500 car, no problem.
That's something about trying to do soon.
Just test drive it. If you do get it from somebody that's older. Nobody young, man. These young bucks, man,
You think they'd try to screw you over?
Oh, dude, the last guy I bought a car from, well, he ended up blocking us on Facebook and stuff.
That is shitty. It's like he knew that it was messed up. He's trying to get rid of it and get some cash. How much did y'all buy it for?
From him, fucking 3,000.
$3K?
Yeah, dude, that's a lot. Whenever I bought this car, I just bought this car for $1,000. All this dude wanted, he was a kid, 19 years old. His mom was helping him sell it. He's worth $1,000, which is understandable. It's a beat up car, but man, the miles on this thing, 83,000 miles on this damn car. Like, that's crazy.
And he said it's what, a 1990 something or 2000?
No, it's 2005 Chevy Cavalier.
20 years old. That's classic, isn't it?
It belonged to their I guess his mom's aunt, which was very old, and she barely drove it. But whenever he got his hands on it, he put a lot of miles on it. Messed up the dash, all the other stuff. It don't got an airbag in the steering wheel, but it's just cosmetic. That stuff don't matter.
Yeah, you have a big ass head.
Huh?
You got a big ass head. I think you'll be safe.
Yeah.
You don't need no damn.
Well, whenever that woman ran that red light and I hit her car, going almost 50. It was I feel the airbag didn't even hit my face. I just like braced myself on the steering wheel and just like it never even hit me. But the ones on the side that pop out on the newer cars, those are the ones that really like jarred you. Made your
I
ears
that's
ring.
that's what popped out in my car wreck.
Yeah,
The ones
there's
on
a
the
lot of
sides
safety
popped
features,
out.
but there ain't this thing. I better not get a wreck in this thing. That's all I'm saying.
RTDs. Yes, I do drink juice box.
Juice box.
And you was hit by a damn foreigner, no insurance, right?
Yeah, and the bitch was drunk, dude. But the cops didn't do shit, dude. Cops are fucking like worthless. A lot of them are just fucking worthless fucks.
Interviews spot Don says, how many days could you stay up if your life depended on it?
Well, okay.
Let me
I
answer
don't know.
first. I want to
Go ahead.
say, I want to say 3 days, but up to 2 weeks with that guy's mom. What's your
Oh
answer?
yeah, yeah. Um, no, but dude, 3 days. See, I've done 2 days, no problem before.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
but I feel like by yourself it would be hard. But like if you're feeding off other people's energy, like I've stayed up like days with these people doing coke, doing Molly and shit. I've stayed up days with them, and all I'm doing is smoking weed, maybe drinking some beer,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just feeding off their energy. So I'm just fucking
Mm.
partying with them. I'm doing my own thing, but my ADHD just fucking sends me, dude.
Sending a zip zapping all over the place.
Maybe I'm saying maybe 3 days. By that fourth day, I'd probably be so fucking exhausted.
You just
If
pass
I,
out.
but if my life depended on it, I'm gonna do shit to make me stay up.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's like post apocalyptic Mad Max shit, it's gonna
Oh,
be a
dude.
whole you're gonna be
Yeah.
cranking it up, huh? You're gonna be like, fuck, fuck. I'm trying not to be too loud. I got my family, and that's why I can't play no guitar. Hmm.
Man.
No, not a redneck country vampire, redneck cow. No, I'd say more like a hillbilly vampire hunter. See, I'm not a vampire. I'm a vampire hunter. You feel? That's why I got the whole damn wooden stakes on the ass.
Man in the comments could tell me what this is. Well, they probably just look it up.
It looks like it's backwards right now. Show them
Well, yeah,
again.
because it's inverted.
I wish I was Arthur Morgan.
Arthur Morgan. Oh man, fucking hey, dude.
Yeah, I'm cosplayer. They based the characters off of me the whole game.
That dude. He actually streams.
Hmm.
He got swatted. Him and the dude that played Michael in GTA.
Really?
Yeah, they would like stream the games and stuff, and like people would get their address and their phone numbers. I got.
All right, here we go. Okay, guess. Let's see. Says okay, and you go ahead. Type your comment. See, okay. I just rock paper scissors you, and you type your comment. I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna reveal my rock. Oh, you rock. Uh, got you, buddy.
That's fucking so. That's funny. Oh
In
man,
a way,
dude.
that technically counts as rock. In a way, if you think about it. Yeah, I got a little bit done. Let me show you guys some of the damn $4,000 dog fence that we got. They're almost done with it.
$4,000.
Yeah, them damn highway robbers. They know the insurance is doing it.
Mm. Who did somebody hire them or something?
Yeah,
Like
me
they
and my woman did.
oh
Cause
y'all
we were like doing, you were using like the insurance. I would have done it myself, but the insurance paying it would like ensure that it's done good.
yeah, it's gonna be a nice fence for sure.
Yeah, it's sturdy. I don't know. For 4K, Hutch made up the point. Like for something like 4K, we could have like paid for like a bunch of people like him and the other dude Hillbilly to come up here, which would have been fucking kick ass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always good to have people in your corner that actually can do that type of shit,
Yeah. And I very well would hit them up for some shit too.
I mean, I've never done nothing like that. I mean, I've helped do stuff like that, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure if I had the supplies, I'm sure I can do it no problem, just from like experience. But like as a career, nah, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want nobody to pay me. I would just like do it as a friend and just be like, you just do your supplies and I'll help you fucking put it together.
See, if it could, like, if it was like,
Ugh.
I don't know, if it was something to get paid off of, I think it would be cool. Possibly. Depending on the situation.
Well, yeah, like, but I would
Yeah.
hate to like. I would have to be confident in my skills before I go out there and like maybe fuck up and piss people off. That's the last thing. It's the last thing you need.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get back into the concrete shit, dude. When I first was working on the military base, like
What up,
helping put
Blue?
put barracks together,
Mm-hmm.
like bricklaying, dude. That stuff was like that type. Man, that stuff was so fun. But it just sucks. Like you would think, like the equipment would be top notch. It's not. It's like bucket, shovel, mixing it with a shovel. No concrete mixers. But shit, man, I love that shit. I just thinking about that's the type of career I'd like to. I'd like to be able to build somebody a sidewalk.
So you had a good job working for the city. I heard that Diddy might get released from prison early. What's your opinion on that? And the reason behind such a thing is because there's a misconduct done or something of that range. His 4-year sentence is going to be let down. We got all kinds of freaky weirdos in the chat. Jamal says he can't wait to party at Diddy's house. Oh, I think you froze out. You glitched out. Hello. Oh, this dude next to me, he glitched out. That he'll do that. I noticed that he will be doing that every now and then. But yeah. Oh, he'll come back in again. Now it's just us. So, yeah, Saturday, Diddy might be getting out of prison soon. That's some of the bigger kind of news going on, I think. Like, other than that, everything else is little shit. Nothing too big going on, and I would say that we just had to wait and see what happens. New year right around the corner. 2025, been insane. 2024, what up, Tiger? 2024 was crazy. But 2024 was honestly pretty normal. It seems like I don't really remember anything insane happening in 2024. So it seems like it just went by. This year was insane. Started off with plane crashes all over the beginning of the year. That was pretty bad. Recent news: the plaques Trump put up in the White House. That's insane. Preppy, what's up? Good to meet you. There you go. You've been acknowledged. What up, 231? Oh, here we go. Here's the buddy. He's coming back again. All right, are we good? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be whack, for sure. There we go. We're back again. Mustache on mustache, dude. We're Mhm. Yeah, this time we raising the price from 15 cents to $200. Yeah, did he get out of prison soon? That's gonna be insane. If that does happen, I could see it happening. There's other crazy news. Yeah, Josh, get your fucking dumb ass out of here, you stupid ass fuck. Um. All right, Tiger. Bye. Have a good night. Yeah, but if Diddy does get out soon, because that's what the news was, and I don't know if I was saying, I was like, does that have anything to do with that documentary that's coming out? or the documentary that came out 50. You know what I'm saying?
It was kind of against him, so I don't know if that helped him in any way.
Put Josh Crumb in a 20-second timeout, or put him in like a medium length timeout. Yeah, put him in a little timeout. He's being rules. The rules are no gay shit to an extreme, no sexual deviancy, no racial shit. Y'all interested? Well, guess what? Stupid fuck. It's news, isn't it? Is what's going on in the world, isn't it? One of those things. Other than that, like I don't really know anything else that's going on.
I don't know. They're just a distraction or something.
But here's a fall guy. Maybe it's a fall guy, you know? Like, with that being said, I wonder what's really going on, you know, with this popping up in the news. You know, what's really going on the side? Are you frozen again, dude? Okay, there you go. You straight. You seem straight.
I'm just.
Yeah, no lot lizards. Yeah, this ain't the place to find lot lizards, unfortunately.
Speaking of lot lizards, I've been watching this dude on YouTube. He's an 18-wheeler driver.
What's he do?
And he's a trucker, and he's like an old school trucker who like does 1,800 miles in a night.
You have the computer right there. You have access to news. You have access to damn. There you go. Yeah, let's look it up. Let me see. Let me hear about it. Enlighten us. They keep on telling me to go hunt vampires and shit like that. Like,
I mean, believe me,
if that was real, fuck yeah.
Definitely be
yeah,
streaming
we'd be streaming. Like, all right, dude, we're doing damn fucking 1,800 miles in a day is legit. Wasn't you the one saying that they was talking about the new truckers being pussies?
Soft hands. They drive automatic truckers nowadays. This dude, like,
we're just quoting
his name's
like,
Robert,
the truckers. We don't know nothing about the trucker world. We're just quoting what he said. What up, Bearded Viking? Good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
We're just doing like a little silly chill stream right now. We ain't doing nothing crazy.
If you weren't dressed like Van Helsing, then no one was. That's funny as fuck.
Do a back flip.
Oh man, black.
But no. What is that? What are you listening to? Is that what you're talking about?
He said, "What would you say to the drivers that you got hands?"
Here in California, they're giving illegals license to drive diesels, and they're killing. Yeah, well, GTA 6 and possibly yeah. So it's all part of the plan, you know. Why not, you know, bring a whole bunch of people over who already don't know how to drive and don't respect driving laws anyway in GTA 6, and bring them over to a place where they're surrounded by people that do respect the laws to a degree. I'm not saying everybody's perfect in America, but yeah, they come over here and they look at people who do try to follow the law and do try to do good and try to do the right thing. They look at us as kind of weak, and then that causes them to be able to like push their ways into these high-end jobs. I said, I volunteer at TJ Maxx. What have either of you done for your country?
That's
wasting time talking to you.
See, this happened.
Not you, but these.
This happened like 11 years ago as well.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Like, they don't know. They don't know. They don't have any traffic laws in a lot of these countries. In a lot of these foreign countries, they do not have any traffic laws. They're driving on the fucking wrong side of the road. They don't give a damn, you know. And this is just an observation, you know. But this, you know, I'm talking about in GTA 6 and Minecraft. I'm saying that we're importing millions of people who don't know how to drive and they don't care about the laws of this country into this place, and it's at odds with the rest of it.
Real dangerous.
Somebody loves your Dollar Tree glasses.
Drive, you know. Thanks.
Marketing extraordinaire. That is a good joke. That's an appropriate joke. Yeah, some dollar other than Walmart glasses. That's a step up from the Dollar Tree.
Oh yeah, I can't wear that shit. I gotta have prescription.
Show them you do that thing with your eyes.
Are fucked.
What a river otter.
No, they don't deserve that. Do that thing. They don't deserve that. They gotta.
This is a little taste of some freaky shit that we do. I slay demons with nothing but a thought, brother. I look at him like this. Here it is. And it sends shivers down they fucking spines. Somebody had said, a pro marketing extraordinaire said, pro survival tip. You can tell whether it's an alligator or crocodile by whether you see it later or after a while. Hilarious. Feline, that could be good. I have a twin brother. He's an insane lefty. He hasn't come out on the show yet. I keep him kind of hidden from but he could come out soon. I could bring him out as a special guest. You want to see me flex my bicep? Let me see. Here you go. Watch. You go see it. There you go. Flexing on the ass.
Where did that originate from?
Somebody chat, like, look up, like, where did this come from? We have some Chinese dude in the chat saying the finger. Nah, dude, I star in it with your mom, Feline. I'm a gigolo for your mama.
Man. Fucking sucks, dude.
Like this hat, I got this shit from Target for $20. I want to add a feather and add some snakeskin to it. Oh, Joe's back again. Remember him? He's your biggest fan. Fuck Lil Stark. How about that? I ain't gonna fucking shout him out. Fuck Lil Stark.
All our friends from high school on the live stream.
Fuck Lil Stark.
Dude, I might be able to. You remember that show Fish Tank?
Oh yeah, of course.
I might be able to
Dude, get anybody like that on the shit. Tell them that we use Restream. Which one?
Is it the black dude? Wish it was. He's too famous. He's if you look him up on YouTube, he's let me see.
It's a free country, Cameron. I do whatever the fuck I want.
Man, it would be awesome if
this is GTA 6. We're AI, both of us.
Did you really?
They're testing out. Rockstar's testing out new features with us. Well, free in what way? I'm able to openly, to somewhat of a degree, speak my mind on an open forum. You know, I'm sure there are people like you that would want to stone me because I want to speak my mind and believe as long as you're not hurting somebody, you should be able to say and do what you want. Right? But that's very radical. That's very, I don't know. That's not something I have a desire to say. But that's not something I have a desire to say. You know, there are consequences with things for sure. Consequences of free speech should not be going to prison or getting jail time or shit like that. No. Yeah, get beaten up for saying the N-word's a whole nother thing than going to prison for 10 years for saying that. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Are you too narrow-minded? Why support them? I support that nation. What y'all think about that? The fuck y'all think about that? AI creators create better stuff than this little fella. Well, dude, people create better shit than your mom. I bet. You know, you're the best thing that fucking dripped down your mom's leg and out of your daddy's dick, you stupid ass motherfucker. How about that? Is that pretty? Well, in some countries, you can check out Kenneth Pauline in Canada. He got sentenced to 2 years. I think it was 9 months imprisonment and 2 years probation. Just look into that. Yeah, well, that's good for you. I'm somebody that don't give a fuck about what you are or what you do. Oh, shut up, my voice. La la da 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 da. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, we're at war. AI is much better than this. Well, keep on watching and keep on enjoying as far as I care, you know? And like I said, we could go from having 14 people to having 0, and we're just chilling. Cap. Duh. But yeah, somebody had asked how my day was a minute ago. It was great. I'm gonna be very scared. I'm gonna keep an eye out for Chief Chops, Stark, and Rillas. I'm 10,000 years old. Yes, click the 3 dots and do it. Yes, everybody. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you know what? Actually, ugh. Look, Quasimodo brother. He said, "What do I? Oh, I dipped in your mom, Quasimodo. Duh. You set yourself up for that one. Would I have it? Because it seems to bring dumbasses out.
But yeah, this dude Alex from Fish Tank.
That would be
dude. This shit's fucking cinnamon, bro.
You gotta get that shit fit.
We had it. You hear me?
I heard slightly. I've heard like 2 to 3% of that.
Damn.
But Alex from Fish Tank, I remember you showing me that guy.
Fucking hilarious.
This is just a fishing stream at this point, so I'm just at war right now. I'm at war. I'm trying to not go into war with these people, but
what was he saying? There's some long comments.
Yeah, there's some long stuff. Yeah, shout out to God. Yes, I don't want to talk about God though at this moment because like we're smoking weed and cussing and talking about all kinds of crazy shit. But I do respect that. I respect where you're coming from. And a lot of these people could definitely use a little bit more God. For sure. What up, Eagle? What you doing, dude? We're chilling. We're having a little late night Saturday extreme fishing. We had some damn. As I get, I'm dressed up kind of like the vampire hunting Undertaker kind of character. Everyone had less God. Why? So they could just be more like gay, dumbass dipshits like you, clown. Clown fart.
You hit that pretty much on the head.
What up, Lupe? You smoking a bowl, chilling? We're chilling. We're mustache chilling right now. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. When I woke up this morning and texted you, I don't know. I just woke up and I just stayed awake. Did a live stream with Hutch for a little bit. Well, Slackjaw, that is something. That's a fact check, possible truth. I do believe it.
Yeah, they're done. If you throw me the
yeah,
should
well,
be
there's
done.
one thing to like
Okay.
act like something and to do something in the privacy of your soul.
Use that powder shit.
You know, it's one thing to. Romans 8 says, even though I battle with sin constantly every single day, as long as I'm actively fighting against my sin nature. So you know, I'm just a person at the end of the day, like all of us. Unless you're a cross dresser or something like that, then I wouldn't you necessarily. But even still, then that's not my place to judge. What made me stop smoking cigarettes was coughing up them boogers and bullshit like that. What made me stop smoking cigarettes? Yeah, because but yeah, I do. Yeah, I smoke the devil's lettuce. It's not the devil's lettuce either. It's maybe it's the Lord's nuggets or something. I don't know what to call it.
The devil's lettuce.
Yeah, that's like such a square thing to do. Like that's just like being against weed is like such a damn
anti-weed is pretty whack.
Yeah, like I'm not saying people shouldn't smoke weed. Weed is a hallucinogen, opens mind to the devil. Like I don't necessarily like if you don't smoke weed, that's good. It's better. You're better off not to smoke weed. Yeah. It's okay. But if you do smoke weed, that's totally fine too in GTA 6 and in real life. But yeah, people they be tripping, you know. They people treat like weed like it's crystal meth or something like that, and they're out of their mind. I've never smoked weed. Anytime I've ever smoked weed, I've never thought about the devil. I never thought. Honestly, I feel kind of bad because I thought about God a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I pontificated that stuff, but I think people have their minds open to the devil are like more like squares. You feel me? Sissy, shout out to you. Yes, that's 100% right. Yeah, it helps out that with appetites. You know, I believe, you know, there's a double-edged sword with the lower scheduling of the weed, you know. Remember in the Trailer Park Boys movie and Ricky tried to go to the Capitol to get them to stop legalizing it?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
It's going to affect the downstairs. Like, you know, the down the street weed dealer, you know what I'm saying?
That is funny.
Well, I don't know if that's true about Bill Gates, but I would not doubt that for a second whatsoever. I teeter between flat Earth and round Earth and space kind of shit. So you know, like that's my dilemma. That's what I find myself like fighting with. Yeah, and exactly. You make a very good point, Lupe. Sometimes weed can cause someone to not progress. It can cause you to get stuck in a stupor. It can cause you to get.
It causes psychosis.
It gets you get obsessed with unrealistic thoughts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, psychosis. Make you scrum it. One of you can wind up scrumming it.
I'm seeking to scrum it before I die.
I might scrum it here in a second. Domo, I am. He claims not. RSO. I don't even want to know what the fuck that is. Exactly. Thank you, Slack. So yeah, like even if society does put things against us, even if the government, beings like that, even if higher ups, whatever you want to call them, the elite put things against us.
That guy's name's God is over all things.
It's we still even and God like himself. God's as God. He's not just gonna like. God's not just gonna make the road to where you want to go materialize right in front of you and just get everything. Like, oh, here's some money along the way. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this, and just give you shit for free along the way while you do nothing. And he's just building bricks for you along the way, and you're just walking there. No, he's gonna want you to be doing.
You see that comment? That is fucking hilarious. You see that? It's a dick.
Who?
You don't see that?
Let me see. I don't want to. No,
That shit
God
is
doesn't.
funny as fuck.
Is the one that says, "Does God hate gay people?"
Dude,
No,
no.
God doesn't
You don't,
hate anybody. You know,
there's no way
God.
you don't see that.
But which one?
The
I don't see.
fucking the dick made out of letters and dots.
Oh my God!
You don't see that shit?
I don't see nothing on there.
That's fucking hilarious.
The fuck?
Oh man, the fucking God damn it! Right before I could screenshot it, it got took down.
What a eagle.
That's
See,
funny as fuck.
alcohol is more detrimental to society.
Yeah, dude, that's why it's legal.
Yeah, because they know that'll cause, you know, like you said, like I don't believe that. You know, like I said, I've never thought anything satanic whenever I was high and really, really stoned, really high on the mind. I have thought some pretty bad satanic shit when I was drinking and drunk as fuck, though, and definitely.
Yeah, I believe that.
And we've seen people with that behavior come out, but God doesn't hate. So it's not gay. So let's say this, and I don't. I like we're this. I don't want to. I'm speaking to the best of my ability and the best of my knowledge, as somebody that don't know anything, as somebody that is a scumbag, as somebody that is a loser and nothing on this earth compared to what I should be. So, like a liar, a murderer, a thief, sexual deviant, all that stuff. They're all going to be in the same hell. It's not like, you know, oh, you go to a worse level of hell because you killed somebody. Then as a liar is going to go to a hell that's not as bad as the one that killed somebody. That's not how it is. You know, it's all like everybody's in the same spot, suffering.
Yeah.
Separation from God. It's the outer darkness. You know, it's like a. And that is something, no, but I don't want, something, it's just crazy, like, because we often talk about, like, we could have been born in a Buddhist country, grew up Buddhist, our grandparents, great-grandparents were Buddhist, and that's all we know. That's in our zeitgeist, that's in our soul, that's our mind, right? That's in the back of our head. But it's like, to me, that is just so ingrained into my heart, into my mind. I truly believe in that. You know, and I was thinking about that today.
Yeah. Like that could be the fuck. I don't know. Shit.
It is kind of funny that 3i Atlas changed its mind about coming into Earth. I think that's it's kind of that's easily government psyop.
Government psyop.
Easily government psyop of some sort. If you even believe in aliens, like I differ. I kind of teeter back and forth on the alien thing. They seem like it'd be a good excuse to anybody who hasn't seen Ronald Reagan's speech about the New World Order and all that shit, and about the human race uniting against alien invasion. You should go watch it. So. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's very, 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 very weird. And so conspiracy and religion and daily life kind of all go hand in hand in a way. Right now, we're talking about, what are we talking about at this moment? We kind of have been switching back and forth. They Live was in fact a documentary, so it's like a constant. And if people, that's why we look at people. So there are conspiracies out there to make other conspiracies look retarded, even though there are conspiracies that are true. So that's why they make those conspiracies. So that way, whenever people say something, that if you find out some news that's crazy and world changing, you can tell people it, and they will either ostracize you very heavily, judge you. They'll be like, "Oh, this is a flat earther. This is a dumbass. Have a good night, sissy. Happy New Year. Nice meeting you." And then, or you could have the other thing where they just completely ignore the ideas and shit like that. Thank you, Freaky Stone. You the set. What up, Unchained? No, waiting to know magic shit up in here. The only magic we're into is The Gathering.
I fuck with David Blaine.
Yeah, you want to see a trick?
Chris
I got a
Angel.
trick. You want to see a magic trick I can do? All right, look. I'm about to pull this out of my ear. Are you looking? Wait, let me switch. Everybody pay attention, all right? You're looking? Here it is. You only get to see it once. Oh my god. Abracadabra. Nah. Anyway. See, the campaign, remember that movie used to make us laugh like a motherfucker. Remember you and Brett used
Love
to.
the campaign.
Hi, this is Marty.
Love the
What was it? What
campaign.
was that do? How did he do it? Hi, this is Marty from the fucking.
Marty Huggins.
Hi, this is Marty Huggins.
Bring your brooms because it's a mess.
Then I had to watch that shit again.
Yeah, dude.
See, that's my superpower too, Eagle. I can make money disappear like nothing. You gotta be careful with it.
Yeah, but no, David Blaine is like fucking awesome. Chris Angel's the shit. Well, he was back in the day. Um,
What's he into now? What are all these magicians? What are all the What
well,
are
David Blaine, he'll work on big projects. He has
okay?
some. He just his big thing recently.
Huh.
He gave a bunch of fucking live frogs in his stomach, and he just like pukes them up into a cup. Yeah, it's like an old trick from back in the fucking 30s that this other magician
Mm.
mastered. It's just he lives that fucking life, dude.
Oh, that's sick. Imagine have like, what do you do? Like just like put like a little
When you drink a
bag in
fuckload
your
of water.
mouth, huh?
No, what happens? He fucking trains his stomach to hold like fucking 3 fucking gallons of water,
Mm.
and it's just water in there, and he has fucking critters swimming around in that bitch, and he just walks around all day until he does the trick. Dude, he's fucking awesome.
That
David
can
Blaine's the shit.
that cannot be good for you. So he probably has a damn swamp growing inside. That's real. That's gonna be swamp
Well,
ass for real.
you gotta
Literal
think
swamp ass.
like, I'm sure he just doesn't grab these fucking frogs off the ground and throw them in his fucking mouth. He
He'll be like,
like
oh, here's another one. After the
precaution,
he has a
clean
terrarium.
frogs, because I guess he's also fucking professional, but he fucking I don't he don't do nothing to this day. I don't. He has
Mm.
shows in Las Vegas. My uncle went to one of his shows in Las Vegas, and it was some crazy shit. Like he got up on this table, put a sheet over his head, and then said no, and the fucking sheet drops. He disappears, and he pops up like next to the fucking seats where my uncle was sitting. Like he just in the crowd, just like what the fuck? It's just crazy shit like that. Like that shit's
What
crazy to
up,
me. Like
Stewart?
illusion. I mean, there's no such thing as magic, but it's all illusion, sleight of hand. That shit's. When I was a kid, I had all these fucking magic sets. But yeah,
And I feel like honestly, that would be a good skill if you think about it. Like sleight of hand, that's always a skill in games, isn't it? Like pickpocketing, shit like that. That might come in handy in a if you find yourself in a little shitty situation.
pickpocket. Yeah, dude. There's this dude on YouTube who fucking goes to these foreign countries just to call out pickpocketers and fucking. He has this like professional MMA fight and security that beats their fucking asses if they attack. It's badass. Robo Dick. It's always Dick with these chat.
No, that's
It's always
Stewart.
Dick
That's
there.
Stewart. But I'll tell you this: this shit is way more. And I'm not a doctor, and I don't recommend anything. People shouldn't do anything. Just keep it all natural. Just like, but this has been better for me personally.
Doctors will recommend pregnant women to smoke. They'd rather them smoke cigarettes than vape.
Yeah. Raymond, send 100 right now.
100 for what? 100 for what?
Hey, let's see. Let's see if he sends it.
What is it for?
Let's just see. I'm not gonna do it, obviously.
Well, he got to send it then.
Yeah, I should have just like got him to send it and then been like, all right, I'm gonna say it. It's no. He was like, say the N word. Be like, fuck no, dude. I'm not gonna say. Here it is. The N
Oh
word
God, I'm
is
so bricked up
no.
right now. Oh, you say the N word? That's crazy.
Yeah, the fuck. That's like It's either people are gay or they are racist. Like,
That's child's
why
play,
they?
man.
Yeah, that's very low level shit. He said, no, we're not going to die. Oh yeah, well, we're gonna die anyway. We're gonna die when the damn fake alien invasion
Dude, that's so
happens.
funny. That says you're gonna overdose on your own farts. Before, like, weed,
Hmm.
before alcohol, there was a time where we were looking up how to get high because we were like, all this and that. And the suggested online was like if you shit and piss in a bucket and let it ferment and then you fucking breathe
Not
it
if
in,
you
it makes
piss.
you high.
If you only shit in it. But
Oh,
yeah.
only shit. But we were like, dude, what the fuck? Like, dude, let's get a bucket. No, no, that's
Yeah,
just funny shit. Overdose on your own farts. Yeah.
I could easily see it happening. I don't overdose on my own farts and shit over here. I got to put the septic at this vent
Is
in.
your hair real? Yeah, no. I'm fucking wearing a
It's
goddamn
fake.
wig.
I'm just wearing a wig. I'm just wearing a wig. I'm just a grown ass man wearing a damn. The mustache is what's fake.
Imagine if we were just faking the mustaches this whole time.
It's just hell no. I don't see. I don't ever think about like weird sexual shit like that. You know.
What? Oh shit. It's just penis
Hopefully,
envy? What's that?
I don't know. I think he's trying to say that like white people are jealous of black dudes or something because of like they say our Johnsons aren't as big as theirs.
That is fucking hilarious.
What up, AG?
Johnson's?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like Johnson something, but I don't know. Yeah, but most of these people they're
Earlier,
either from.
the comments were talking about, someone in the comments said something about, they don't smoke that robo dick, smoke a real cigar. I like smoking some cigars, like every now and then. I'd like to have a
Mm-hmm.
nice cigar, an expensive one.
Yeah, I would definitely like to get my hands on a little cigar, maybe get some bourbon, sip on a little bourbon, get a little brandy.
Little bird? Shit. Shit. Boy, sipping on a little bird.
Is that a fungal strain? I don't doubt that for a second, Raymond.
John.
You and John Holmes probably hang out. Am I right or am I right? I like a little beer every now and then, but I'd rather have a damn. I don't know, like I'm more of a bourbon drinker. Beer to me, it's just hard for me to drink beer, simply because you got to drink so much of it. And it's kind of I don't know. I like I don't want to sound like a dumbass or anything of that nature, but I would say that the White Claw is probably a beer I could drink. Hmm. Hmm. Drinking too much, you could piss the bed by accident too. Neither have I. I know people that's had it happen to them. I know people that's had that happen to them recently in GTA 6. I know somebody that's had that happen to them a couple days ago. Um, yeah. I don't understand the upset. What's the upset? Chat. Let me ask this. Let me just ask this. Let me ask this. What's the obsession with Johnsons though? Get off of the Johnson obsession and get like more obsessed with Shirley's. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like that. Then that'll get you out of this. Y'all have been trained by all these different people that you listen to. You don't follow your own wisdom. You follow someone else's, and they got you obsessed with Johnsons and obsessed with racism and obsessed with things that aren't real life, you know? So kind of get off of that, kind of start formulating your own opinion, you know? What would you have to say about that, buddy? I've kind of been talking a lot.
Um, I agree. I mean, it's just you can tell they're not.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not good timing, what the fuck is?
Yeah, it's funny how like the cool people, like the people that we fuck with, make the good funny jokes, but like the dumbasses trying to be funny always like
Yeah,
crash and burn. Like it's weird.
yeah, that's funny as fuck.
Heard that, Stu. That sounds cool as fuck. Yeah. I had a good day. I need you to come over and help me fuck with underneath this house and do the sewage shit so I don't have to pay a bunch of money on it. You get it registered? Tomorrow.
Yeah, wait for all that shit to open. Yeah, well, no,
Oh, you guys go
it's
register still.
Monday.
Okay. I think we can all say the only way to go is take a right, then follow the alley to the street. Is this how we get to Raymond's mom's house? Are you don't get that info. Don't get ran over. Don't get ran over like Raymond's mama. Yeah. You heading out, Eagle? Have a good night, brother. Peace. Yeah. Yeah, so this has become really a fishing stream, you know. If we could pontificate on, you know, we go between like intelligence shit if we can. What up, fish? Sit out. Look, that's crazy. It's another synchronicity. I was talking about fishing, and then fish six pops up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We having a good night. We've been having a hilarious night tonight. We got fish. We got stew. We had Eagle, but he just left. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lupe, you seem kind of cool. I don't quite understand some of your messages.
It's Lupita.
Lupita, John, we'll go back to it. We'll get to the moon landing shit here in a second. But before that, I
Oh
got a
God.
message for y'all. All right, this isn't like think about this shit. If you ever feel like you ain't shit and like you ain't worth it, you're right. You need to do something to fix that. But all jokes aside, what you got to do is this. All right, you got to think about this. Even though you are right and you ain't shit and you ain't worth the fuck, there's a way to fix that. You got to start realizing this: that nobody can do what you do the way that you do because they're not you. Same thing, right? You can't do what they do because you ain't them. Same thing as they ain't shit as well. The moon landing, I definitely believe it was faked for sure. I believe that more evidence comes out with it being faked every year.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
just definitely not real whatsoever.
What happened to that Scarlett Johansson, Channing Tatum moon landing movie? You know
I don't know. Those space movies are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Interstellar
No,
is
no, no,
probably
no.
one of the coolest ever. I
There
don't know about the other.
was there was a trailer that came out for this movie. It was called, I think, something about the moon landing or something. It was last year. It had Scarlett Johansson in it. It had Channing Tatum in it. And anyway, like they were talking about how they were filming the moon landing, and one of the jokes in the trailer said, "Oh yeah, we could have." We could have got Kubrick, but he was busy, and that was one of the long-running conspiracies that Stanley Kubrick had faked the moon landing. So, if you go back and you watch, what is it, The Shining? They always say whenever Danny's riding his tricycle deal down the hall, what up, Blue? Whenever he was riding his tricycle deal down the hall, that on his shirt is the Apollo 11 symbol. You know and that was the one
Yeah,
that
I remember
Kubrick
seeing.
filmed.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
whatever the
It's
Scarlett
all science.
Johansson movie, they haven't released. They finished it. They were going to release it last year. They still haven't. It was about how they were releasing it. Yeah, it was about how they were faking the moon landing because it's basically they wanted to beat the Russians They wanted the Russians to think that we were so far ahead advanced of them, kind of deal.
Man, yeah,
Officially.
I feel that though. I feel that.
You know, but it could be all
Roblox.
kinds of shit. Like, who's to say that we can't even get out of Roblox? So, anybody that's on Roblox, any parents that let their kids in Roblox, like, one of my friends I work with, she's trying to always get me to get a Oculus. She says her kids has it, and I'm like, I don't want my son that Oculus. I want us to train, so that way if the shit hits the fan, we can conquer the Oculus users.
I'll sell you mine.
I got $50.
Probably about what it's worth.
Well, you gotta go, buddy. You can't be underage. No, Rabid's not blocked. If he is, unblock him. Yeah, you definitely can't be no damn 10. You gotta be 18.
Just good.
To 100 years old. If you're over 100 or under 18, you cannot chat. I don't know how the hell that even pops up on somebody's shit that's 10. Is this shit? But with the moon landing shit, I mean, none of this shit we're talking about is, I don't know. That's don't want any of that in there. Plus the shit that we talk about, people ain't ready for that shit until they're at least 21.
Man, I'd like to get to that level to where we could really talk about what we talk about. You know what I mean?
Me and you be arguing about that shit, dude. We'll be arguing about that shit.
But no, that's awesome.
I'll go look at the block list.
Arguments and those like debates, and I think it's funny. It's awesome, man.
Blue, tell them I'll go look at it and see what's up.
They have no idea, man.
But I'll tell you, yeah, because like I do, like you, there's certain people that think certain, because that is something that certain people think certain countries where the people like to wear little tiny hats, they think that they're running the world, they're doing all this shit and that and the other. I don't agree with that.
Let's not talk about that. Let's.
Some other shit.
You said GTA 6.
And GTA 6, that was one of the features that they're talking about.
Dude, in that man, if I had a channel like a good audience like this, that's probably all I'd talk about. GTA 6 hype.
There probably is some channels out there that are about that.
I watch them, but a lot of they get kind of out of hand whenever they just like rumor things. Like I just like talking about what I already know. It's just fucking sick.
Do you
There's
think
probably not too many
GTA 6
gamers.
is a distraction from anything?
I could give a fuck less what it is. It's gonna distract me, that's for sure. I'll start streaming it.
The GTA, there's no co-passenger. What country are you from, Lupe?
GTA there. GTA stands for Grand Theft Auto.
He's probably like, I live Grand Theft Auto in real life. That dude is probably.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, he's from Cali.
Yep.
But my life is GTA.
Yeah, dude. Like GTA 5 for sure. Over there, Los Angeles and shit, California.
I still have yet to play. Like, I cannot get into Rockstar games. I'm gonna try to. I want to try to get down on GTA 5.
You're a traditional gamer, like when it comes to like over the top gaming, strategy games.
I just like classic games, so I'm a classic gamer.
Yeah, but you didn't start. Like, whenever I started playing GTA, it was an over the top game, and you look down and you just had a little car and you drove through the city. Like that's where it started, and ever since just played it and it evolved bigger than anything ever has. That's why I understand a lot of people can't get into it. Like a lot of people, don't like certain movies.
But it seems to me like, I don't know, dude. Like GTA 6,
I can't do the space shit. I can't do the space games.
John, we're damn 31 years old. Yeah, you said you're over 45 and you're talking about GTA. Was there age limit for
if I'm GTA? Fucking 60 motherfucking 5, I'm gonna be talking about that fucking Grand Theft Auto 8. I swear to goddamn God, man. Like that's gonna be me.
Yeah.
Fucking me. What do you want to talk
about? Doing a night backwards. Yeah, but yeah, the hell, there's nothing wrong with them liking getting into like games and shit like that. You know, I'm trying to get away from the guy. That's why I'm trying to get more into Warhammer and stuff of that nature and shit like Magic. But
freeze a little bit because someone's calling me a lot. Just be ready.
All right, is it all good? We got a freezer. But yeah, we can talk about. So not only if they would fake the moon landing, what else would they fake? Is the question, right? So we can get into this. I like to talk about because it blows my mind. We all know that Jim Morrison's dad was in the Navy, right? He was an admiral. Look at Jim Morrison's dad's name real quick, so I'm not sounding completely retarded. Yeah. Look this up real quick, because this is a good story. This explains why they'd fake the moon landing and why they'd fake anything. We could go back to the shit that caused the Spanish American War too, but we'll go with this first. So he was
the pilot.
Yeah, what was his name? What was Jim
Navy pilot who helped start the Vietnam War.
What was Jim Morrison's dad's name though?
You get there.
He was he helped start he was the admiral of that part of the Pacific Fleet. In the Gulf of Tonkin, there was look up Gulf of Tonkin after that. So in the Gulf of Tonkin, there was a false flag attack that happened on a merchant marine vessel. And don't quote me on this. We're about to find all the facts on 100%. But that basically led to Johnson and them. Who was it? Johnson?
Morrison. George Stephen Morrison.
Yeah, and
George. His name was George.
It's crazy that the dude that basically started the Vietnam War, right? His son was playing music that the soldiers going into the war that his dad started was listening to. Yeah, that guy, he was a pawn. And so that gets me thinking, if they wouldn't just, so not only are they faking these different attacks and stuff like that, we're starting to notice a connection between a lot of these figures and other figures, right? So Jim Morrison, obviously, he was a character that affected many people, many. My mom back in the day, when the Doors movie came out back in the day, she loved it. Her whole generation was, oh yeah, Jim Morrison's a badass. I'm like, and a lot of people have liked him since then because of that movie and the lifestyle. But if you look at his lifestyle and you look at all this stuff, and if you look at all of this, he was not living his life good. He was drunk and doing drugs and beating on women and doing all kinds of bad shit. But people they immortalize him. Yeah. So this is all government shit though, because he grew up on this military base and he's involved around all this government shit. And his dad, all this is connected. It was to affect the culture. Did I hear a story? What? My bad.
He was like taking it over outside this club, and she I guess hit him in the head with the Jack Daniels bottle.
When did that happen?
Just I guess whenever they. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. So it just make you think, dude. And that's another. I kind of want to get into this. Is you got to be kind of careful talking about race and racism because we don't see. I know that you don't. I definitely don't look at. Whenever I look at I don't look at somebody and I think, oh, whenever I first meet somebody, I don't think whenever I first look at somebody, I don't think, oh, here's a black guy, or oh, here's a Hispanic guy, or oh, here's a white guy. I just think of them based on our conversation, based on how they're carrying themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't understand. So anything that anybody does, in any, I feel it's my right I can talk about it. Just if black people do shit, that's why I had a comment the other day. Somebody said, "Stay out of family business. You don't need to be talking about what black people do." I say, "What are you talking about, black people? They're humans, and I'm a human, and we're talking about what all humans are doing."
Yeah.
And that's
but people don't think like
down.
that because they don't think like that.
If someone follows my account, I'd follow this one. What do you have to offer? For what reason would anybody want? Why would anybody follow your account, Lupe? Give us a reason. What kind of content do you got? Tell us something about yourself. Somebody go look at his chat. Are you on the computer? Go look at their channel on your computer real quick. Go to the stream and look at the chat and go.
What's the name?
But you can just go to this live stream and press on the name and go to the channel.
Oh.
Who offended you with a Shirley tug? Oh yeah. Yes, dude. That's what I'm saying. If anything, if I could ever do something to change the world, I would say it would be to get the trolls to quit talking about Johnsons and start talking about Shirley's. If I could revolutionize one thing. Yeah. But yeah, there's no reason to and honestly, to not even talk about anything like that, it's cool to like see people go from you kind of weeding out like the dumbasses, and they go from dumbasses to kind of like talking about some shit, talking about something that makes sense. And Stu, I'm completely lost. 100%. I'm stoned out of my gourd.
Huh.
John, I'm not going to do that. I do think I know what he's talking about though, and he is telling the truth. I think because they do have it in like a jar. Whenever they killed him, I think they cut it off his body and put it in a jar. The Soviets did. So yeah, we don't have to Google. You don't have to Google it because I've heard about it before on I think it was like History Channel. I don't even want to know like how you know that information. Yeah. But yeah, if you think about it, the rise of the Soviet Union, a lot of people don't know this, is because Imperial Germany, they sent Lenin back to Russia, because originally Lenin and all those guys, the Red Army people, Trotsky, Stalin, these guys, they're all bandits and robber kind of situations running around Russia. And what was Imperial Russia, which is what was basically what was the Soviet Union. It's the shit that Putin's been trying to fight for and get back. And yeah, so that whole situation, like they I don't know, if you think about these things, something that happens in these other countries 100 years ago affecting our country today, this shit is planned thousands of years back. And I'd like to, as time goes by, we'll never be able to like fully crack in on it on a single episode or a single lifetime. Like you say, stay lost and welcome to the journey. It's like one of them Chinese finger traps. If you go, you're not going to be able to get out of it, but if you just stay calm, you're going to make it out with some kind of. None of us are making it out of here alive. If we make the right choices, we make it out stress-free.
None of us is making it out of here alive.
Yeah, but we're going to make it. If we make the right choices, you can make it out stress-free. For sure. But yeah, that's done. But, life has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
As we all know. Animals are victims too. Well, it depends on, like, are they... Like, how would you describe? Are the plants victims to the animals when the animals eat them? Are the animals victims to other animals whenever they eat each other? Is the animal a victim to the plant whenever the plant eats the animal's dead body and brings it back to the earth and decomposes it so it can grow more fruits and vegetables for the animals to eat? So the cycle goes over again. Yeah, so it's nothing like. And sure, I mean, I know what you're talking about. There's a movie that you need to watch. It's called Human. I'll send it to you. Joaquin Phoenix narrates it. But, we've seen all the slaughterhouse documentaries and videos, and we still eat meat. Yeah. GTA 6, but...
Yeah. 1 second.
I would say that, some of this shit, like, I don't know, anything involving anything, you should never do nothing to any animal while it's alive. You shouldn't do no experimentations. Exactly. Exactly, Stu. So it's not... It's just a cycle of life. And a lot of animals, and on the topic of, like, experimenting and some of the bad shit, like torture, like it would be kind of torture, like some of the stuff that they do to foxes and minks to get their fur and stuff like that. We're not going to go into detail about GTA 6. Just watch humans if you have a strong stomach. You think about it, dude. Animals, you see like footage of them. You can go right now on YouTube and watch a video of wolves and hyenas, lions, bears eating animals still alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You hear the damn moose, and the bear is just eating its asshole like. You know what I'm saying? And like is that what do you think? How does that compare to being in the slaughterhouse?
Yeah, and all these people that are like vegans and shit, you
Yeah.
know, there's like hundreds of thousands of like little minks and moles that get fucking slaughtered whenever their soybeans and shit are fucking
Yeah.
harvested. You know, all these little creatures that are in there living, they get fucked up too. You know, it's all you know.
Mm.
So it didn't, you know.
There's a conservational kind of way to that could keep these things kind of going. There's a so like we used to be more one with nature, man, and we've become more in touch with our technology, or like our mental side, and less our like spiritual side. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm. What are you doing tomorrow, dude?
No. Yeah, I'm bringing my
See, but nobody's
doing some other
victim.
shit. Huh?
Doing somebody says something about animal victim. There's nobody's victims. Nobody's like it's as far as like eating like in the animal kingdom, shit like that goes. Like objectively, you could say that's why you can't look at history as maybe within the past, like maybe in the 1900s, you can look at it like objectively as good and evil. Some of the governments and different forms of ideas that rose up. But you can't really look at shit like cowboys and Indians as evil. I feel like you can't look at shit like Columbus and knights and missionaries, and even like the whenever the Muslims expanded out of Arabia and conquered and spread their religion. You can't look at anything like that as evil. That's just human history, because all that shit is leading up just to be able to get off of this rock and get into space. It's like we can't get into space if we have we're all going to need to be together. We can't be racist. We can't be any of this. We can't be any caveman either. We got to be able to get there if such a thing is possible. The Bolshevik Revolution. You see, that's something that was building up for many years. Obviously, Tsar Nicholas's father, whose name I forget at the moment, he had put some reforms that had given the serfs more rights and freedoms, right? But whenever Nicholas came to power, see, Nicholas believed in something called the absolute divine rule, absolute authority. Like he believed that the divine rulership of kings, and this is what monarchies use throughout history. They kind of take a scripture from the Bible and twist it, but it says God decides the king of a nation. You get a good king if you're a good nation, or you get a bad king if you're a bad nation. But the nation gets the king that it gets. So, you had the king is, in the end of the day, the ruler, the king, the emperor, the czar, he is the ultimate de facto ruler. So he came to power, put the serfs back, and made the serfs' life shitty again. And then they were fully open to the idea of revolution. They tried to, so in 1902, a lot of people don't know this. There was the Russo-Japanese War, and it was fought between Russia and Japan for the Kuril Islands, I believe, between Russia and Japan, right? And Russia was defeated by Japan. Everybody was surprised. They were shocked. They said, "How could Russia be defeated by Japan?" They were like thinking it was a lot of people. They were very racist back in those days. This was before. No, it wasn't Manchuria. It was like a little string of islands. It was kind of close to how between Alaska and and Russia is, but they were very racist back in those days. So people were all shocked. They're saying, how the hell did this white nation get defeated by these people. Japan was proud; they're all happy. Russia, they damn had lost this war, and they're rolling in from that. They had a peasant uprising as well that got quashed, and so you go 14 years later. So about 30 years before that, France and Russia had entered into Russia and it was France and Russia that had entered into the mutual protection agreement. But France and Serbia were in a mutual agreement. So anyway, World War One. We'll skip past all the details that leads to World War One. With World War One, Russia said they were fighting a lot. It was very heavy. Ideally, Germany should not have lost that war if you look at logistics and but whenever Americans entered, the doughboys entered, that really kind of I have a good friend that's Serbian. He's not Serbian, he's from Montenegro. He doesn't identify as Serbian, he's a Montenegrin. He's kind of told me about it. I want to have him on one of these streams one day. He's very interested in the idea. But he's damn straight from the boat. For sure. But with the whole the Serbian situation causing between with World War One, the Russians, they went back. All right, they'd left out of the war. It wasn't necessarily Serbians that caused the war. It was like I don't know. It's crazy because from what I was researching is that Ferdinand, he was a supporter for them people. He was a supporter for the Serbian people and trying to get them more representation and getting them closer to some form of independence. So that might be a psyop. His whole assassination, that could be a psyop too. They don't just happen in the U.S. And it's the funny thing about that, and we're still not done talking about the Bolshevik Revolution. That was all this goes on. Like I said, anything that happens in one place affects another place. So why this is all going on, Russia, they fight a devastating war. Germany, they send a bunch of communist exiles. I don't think they were called communists yet. They might have been. They sent a bunch of them back. Lenin was spearheading it. Russia was in a crazy ass civil war for a few years between there was the White Armies and the Red Armies. The White Armies were the ones that wanted to keep the monarchy, restore it. Because whenever the Bolsheviks had come to power, the monarchy, Rasputin had taken control of the royal court in a way. He really might have been a dark wizard of some kind. He really might have been a free wizard of like a dark wizard of some kind. He had some kind of I believe teachers nowadays might be into some kind of sorcery if they, in a way, But yeah, they killed them all. They brought the whole royal family into some house somewhere and just shot them all against the wall. And there was there's years after that, they're always saying, oh, there's a girl named Anna. There was a chick that did say she was the Princess Anastasia, but that was found to be a lie. Imagine being that bitch being caught lying about doing that shit. Imagine being the family whenever they're being dragged into there by the Bolshevik, right? They're all in their cousins spin at them because they had, so it was, but you got to understand the living conditions of these serfs of the Russian people before, they were terrorized. The Russian people were terrorized. They were pushed to a point. They were pushed to a point of extreme that they had to choose one extreme or the other. And the way with the Tsar wasn't working. You hear them coyotes? But the way with the Tsar was not working. And then they try, and the shit that happened with the communists could it be arguably, they've always had famines throughout, but they had some bad famines during that time when Stalin took over. There was a whole, you gotta understand, they could make a movie based on the power, the aftermath of Lenin's death. Because Lenin, when he took there, so Stalin and Trotsky were the two people who were supposed to be taken. So he wanted Trotsky to succeed for him, but Stalin was more powerful. Stalin was like he was more of a force of personality. He was more of a strong man, where Trotsky is more of a nerd and intellectual kind of guy. Damn, these coyotes are losing their damn mind tonight. And then you got all them hound dogs down there too. So Trotsky ends up, there ends up being another little second civil war that happens in Russia. No, those are coyotes, JoJo. There ends up being a second civil war in Russia, right? Between Trotsky supporters and Stalin. They beat Trotsky. Trotsky ends up going to Mexico, right? Stalin sends assassins to Mexico, and they assassinate Trotsky all the way in Mexico. That's how crazy this shit was. And then, he just kept a stern grip. Do you want to hear a fun fact about Joseph Stalin that you might not know? Guess who the Air Force radio guy was that was the first person in the West who got the message that he found out that Stalin died? It was Johnny Cash whenever he was in the Air Force. How was all this shit connected? Even still in that way, Johnny Cash is the one that was the first in person to know outside of Russia that Joseph Stalin died.
That's crazy.
Look it up. Fact check true.
I believe it.
No, I'm telling chat.
I believe that. Oh.
So we have these again, and Johnny Cash was a great dude. Like, I don't see any kind of like psyop in him. But you just all these weird connections.
Every time I think Johnny Cash, I think of Walk the Line. When I think Walk the Line, I think fucking Dewey Cox Walk Hard.
Johnny Cash was cool because he lived in redemption like later on in his life.
Yeah. That's why like fucking Walk Hard was like the funniest fucking perfect movie.
It was great. The ending of it's my favorite of any ending. Whenever he has all of his kids of all the races,
all the kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the black ones, the Asian ones, damn it.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
God damn. I'm fucking. When you get really drunk and you feel that fucking like crazy feeling. It's like when you smoke, when you just smoke so much, and you're just like, damn. Yeah.
That's how I feel too. Honestly, like I said, I've been up since 8, doing work all day, kind of shit. So I'm getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, you do it like. That's the thing. Like you're getting up early and shit, and then fucking having that end of the night fucking tiredness, and on top of all that,
Yeah.
shit.
I had a coffee a couple hours ago to kind of help me get me amped up for this.
I haven't drank coffee, man. I don't drink it. I couldn't tell you a time that I really ever drank it to get anything out of it. Maybe back whenever I was doing, like, I guess construction type shit when I was working with Drew, like dealing with that shit. I would drink those fucking espresso shots, those fucking like in the can. I drink like 2 of those, but then I found like this shit kratom, and then I started doing kratom like 2 or 3 times. I took like the Energizer type shit in the morning to give me a boost, but I've never really needed any energy in the morning. I guess it's just fucking this ADHD shit, man. I grew up with.
You must have been fucking focused when you took that shit.
Dude. Kratom shit, because like that's when it first came out, and they would just weigh it behind the counter at the gas station at fucking Adolph's, and fucking yeah.
Then I know I
get a
work
little
with somebody
baggie,
that's
dude.
a couple of people I work with. They be doing that shit.
My cousin had to go to fucking rehab because of it.
Yeah,
What kind of fucking shit is that?
Yeah, that's crazy. We should go to rehab for weed as 2 buddies.
Nah, dude. We need to go to fucking therapy.
See, that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared of unlocking my true self.
What do you mean? Didn't you try DMT?
DMT, definitely. What up, Ruff? Thanks for the high five, brother.
Give me
It'd be
a
funny if
high
I slapped the
five.
absolute shit out of my phone, broke it.
See you next time on Pilgrim Extreme.
I tried it before, and it had me feeling kind of very similar to that, but it made me sick though, honestly, because like I didn't
Yeah.
know what I was messing with.
Well, I remember we talked about this one time. Like I couldn't get past that fucking crazy. I did it to where I hallucinated, but I didn't fucking pass out and shit like everybody else. I couldn't get to that point. I was too afraid.
Did you ever try the DMT? I know it's completely
Yeah.
different, but
Yeah.
do you have an experience on that?
I tried it.
Like, do you blast off? I remember seeing the roof bouncing up and down, and seeing white light beaming in from the
See,
bouncing up and down roof.
what happened with me was I fucking hold on. I like was at my buddy's mom's and like they had the Olympics going on the TV. All I remember was
Y'all go
like
subscribe
the
to
corners.
Roughneck. He got shot in the face last year. He sounds like him. Yeah, I'm gonna check your shit out my damn self. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
There you go. But the corners of the TV started like protruding like these geometrical like flickering shapes that were just like looked like octagons and all kinds of triangles inside, but very faint and just like floating on the corners of the TV and then just in the air. And then my arms were like really long as I was sitting on the couch and everything was like extended and just like very elongated. Everything was like very far away.
No,
And then I was just feeling that. And I was like, man, I'm gonna stop right here because I know the next step
exactly.
would be passing out and then
You gotta close your
blasting off for the
eyes.
first time. So, dude.
Get them close-eyed visuals.
Even that, dude, the spice shit, that experience we had was I've never been that fucked up ever.
Maybe 2 to 3 times I've been that fucked up. And I'm ashamed to admit it. I don't think anybody should ever try that shit. Should ever do any of this shit. Any of the stories that we talk about. These are just GTA stories.
No, dude. You gotta be real with yourself. The statute of limitations is passed, man.
I'd be interested in hearing your story behind. Maybe we could stream one day. Get you on a stream one day. Send you a link. See what's up.
What's his name?
His name is Rough Necked.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to get to 40 subs. He's been
Let's
in here
see.
before. GTA is a game, and so is life. You know, are we in a simulation? Are we in GTA 6? Or are we already in GTA 10? You know? Wait, oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we a cowboy space alien. No. Whenever we're trying to, like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did go squirrel, but I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not really too insanely tired. I don't have a level of tiredness, but I feel like I'll go in there and I'll pass out. You know? Tomorrow, we could do a really long ass stream tomorrow.
Right. I subscribed.
You did? Send me the link so I can subscribe later,
And
too. We'll all subscribe. We'll check you out. Has he got videos? You got videos posted up, Roughneck? You gotta make sure you're a cool person, dude. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just gonna, like. You do seem chill as fuck, though. I know we talked to you before, you know, but. Good to know you. See what's up. See what you got going on. See what you're about. See if you're a human or if you're a lizard. You know, one of those things. Okay, nice. Nice, yeah. We'll
how much longer you want to go on the stream?
probably end it.
I'll just send you that link.
Huh?
I'm gonna send that channel to you.
Yeah, send it to me. I said we probably end it now and strike out again tomorrow.
Hell yeah, I'm down there. Whatever you say.
Yeah. Chat. Lupe, nice meeting you. John Holmes, pretty sure we've talked before. Good seeing you again, buddy. Roughneck, good talking to you again. I'll be checking out your channel and reaching out and seeing what's up. Jojo, peace. Stewart, peace. Jordan, peace. I'll call you and hit you up tomorrow. Yeah. Good little show. Crazy, ridiculous, insane, everything.